Poverty and social injustice. The novel portrays the poverty and social injustice faced by many people in Berlin during the 1920s. Berlin Alexanderplatz portrays the poverty and social injustice faced by many people in Berlin during the 1920s. The novel depicts the economic hardship and social inequality that resulted from the rapid urbanization and modernization of the city. The protagonist Franz Biberkopf and other characters in the novel struggle to make ends meet and face discrimination and marginalization due to their poverty and social status. The novel highlights the harsh realities of life for the working class and the vulnerable members of society. Through its portrayal of poverty and social injustice, the novel critiques the economic and political systems that perpetuate inequality and exclusion. Modernity and technology. The novel explores the impact of modernity and technology on society, including the rise of mass media, the spread of electricity, and the transformation of urban life. Made Berlin and its inhabitants. The rise of mass media, such as newspapers and radio, has enabled the spread of new ideas and cultural influences, but has also contributed to the fragmentation of traditional communities. The spread of electricity has enabled new forms of communication and entertainment, but has also led to the loss of privacy and the blurring of the boundaries between public and private space. Through its portrayal of modernity and technology, the novel highlights the complex and often contradictory ways in which these forces shape society and individual experience. Mental health. The novel explores the mental health of the characters, including the impact of trauma and the struggle for emotional stability. Berlin Alexanderplatz explores the mental health of the characters, including the impact of trauma and the struggle for emotional stability. The novel depicts the psychological toll of poverty, crime, social injustice on the characters, particularly the protagonist Franz Biberkopf. The trauma of his experiences, including his time in prison and his physical and emotional abuse at the hands of women, leads to his struggle with mental health and emotional instability. The novel portrays the complexity and depth of human psychology and the effects of social and cultural factors on mental health. Through its exploration of mental health, the novel highlights the importance of understanding and addressing psychological trauma and the need for social support and resources for individuals struggling with mental health issues. Religion and spirituality. The novel explores various religious and spiritual themes, including the search for meaning and the role of faith in modern society. Berlin Alexanderplatz explores various religious and spiritual themes, including the search for meaning and the role of faith in modern society. The novel depicts the struggles of characters to find a sense of purpose and direction in their lives, and their search for spiritual fulfillment. It also portrays the conflict between traditional religious beliefs and the modern, secular culture of Berlin in the 1920s. Through its exploration of religion and spirituality, the novel raises questions about the meaning of life, the nature of faith, and the role of religion in society. The novel highlights the importance of spiritual and moral values in navigating the challenges of modern urban life. Politics and ideology. The novel portrays the political and ideological tensions of the time, including the rise of fascism and communism, and the impact of these ideologies on ordinary people. Berlin Alexanderplatz portrays the political and ideological tensions of the time, including the rise of fascism and communism, and the impact of these ideologies on ordinary people. The novel depicts the political and social upheavals of the Weimar Republic, including the economic crisis, political instability, and social change. The characters in the novel are influenced by political ideologies and movements, with some embracing communism and others becoming involved in fascist organizations. The novel explores the consequences of political extremism, including violence and social division. Through its portrayal of politics and ideology, the novel highlights the importance of understanding the historical and social context of political movements and their impact on individuals and society as a whole. Berlin Alexanderplatz by Alfred Doblin is a novel that follows the life of Franz Biberkopf, an ex-convict who struggles to integrate back into society in 1920s Berlin. The novel is a gritty and realistic portrayal of life in the city during this time, as it deals with poverty, crime, and political upheaval. Throughout the book, Biberkopf tries to find his place in society, but is constantly thwarted by his past and the circumstances of his environment. His story ultimately ends tragically, as he is unable to escape his criminal past and is caught up in a web of violence and betrayal. Berlin Alexanderplatz is a masterpiece of German literature and is widely considered one of the greatest novels of the 20th century. It is a powerful exploration of the human condition and the struggle for redemption in a harsh and unforgiving world.